Central Idaho mountain weather. It's May 22nd, 2026. Looking out at peaks 9709. This is the south of Mystery Peak while you're looking up from Stanley into the Sawtooth. Pretty sweet. I've always enjoyed looking at this like big cliff with the big ramp on the left. Looks awesome. Looking at the satellite reel this morning, we have some clouds coming in. It's going to be in and out of clouds throughout the weekends. We do have some mid-level moisture coming in. We're in northwest flow that will eventually move into more of a westerly flow. So you can see to the south of us is really dry, but to the north there is some moisture. Not enough to really squeak out any rain, but enough that it's going to make it cloudy. Bits and pieces of clouds this weekend. It's going to be not straight up bluebird, but also not overcast as well. And looking at the HRRR, there is some potential for some light rain in the White Clouds, Lost River Range area, but really not amounting to much. And then we have some moisture that moves in Saturday night with that southwest flow picking up. But again, really not going to amount to anything. Nothing to worry about. Looking at temperatures, they're going to start climbing throughout the weekend into the lower 80s for the valley. If you're going lower elevation, it'll be even higher. The mountains are going to be about in the 60s, which is pretty nice. So not going to be waking up to too cold in the mornings if you're out camping this weekend. And real no big threats of rain until it doesn't look like we're going to get rain until Tuesday. So it'll be increasing temperatures going into Sunday, Monday, where Monday is going to be kind of the peak before we have a cold front come through that night and drop the temperatures down. So nice Memorial Day weekend to kick off. I don't know if it's like the official start to summer, but it always feels like it. Looking at how dry it is out there, we are kind of in a mix of this D0 to D1. It's always funny coming off of avalanche season where you're talking about destructive force avalanches and then talking about drought in a D scale as well. It's not the same though. There's not a D5 here, thankfully. But either way, it's starting to dry out there. Looking at the forecast map for the fuels on the ground and how fast they're drying out, not really too much change. If you look in the Snake River area, that is where it is the driest. It is starting to get a little drier in the Sawtooth Valley. So as the winds pick up on Monday ahead of that cold front, definitely be aware of human impact with fires. It's going to be borderline, I think, for fire conditions. So if you see a fire out there, unattended campfire, throw a bucket of water or some dirt on it and put that out before the winds pick up on Monday. All right, looking at the GFS, play through what's going on here. So we have northwest flow today, and that is going to be spinning in some of those upper level clouds. And then we switch to more of a zonal west to east flow through Saturday, Sunday, and then it kind of starts to pivot Sunday afternoon into a southwest flow as this low drops down the coastline, and that's going to increase those temperatures for Sunday afternoon into Monday. And then eventually Monday into Tuesday, you can see the storm system start to impact us with that cold front. Now, the weather service out of Boise, National Weather Service out of Boise, is saying that this cold front can be similar to that one that we had a week ago with those high winds that did some destruction around the valley. So be heads up for that. That's going to be Monday, pretty much Monday evening, I think, is when those winds are going to pick up. I might do a forecast when I get back from camping Monday afternoon to see what's going on. Looking at the rain, really not going to be too much happening here. I was looking forward to maybe Tuesday, Wednesday getting some, but here we go, Tuesday afternoon. You can see it starts to work its way down, but really not hitting any of the Wood River Valley. We have some around Galena, Vienna, and the Sawtooth, but it is like barely a tenth of an inch. That is not going to help out anything. I mean, it's better than nothing, but if I play this out way into the distance, it doesn't look like till June 1st where we get some wetting rain down in the Wood River Valley. So it's, yeah, it's going to seem pretty dry out there.